So in this video, we are going to learn how to add new Mailchimp subscriber to WordPress. Now suppose guys you are using Mailchimp as an email marketing application and you want that whenever a new contact, a new subscriber is added in Mailchimp, you want to add that same user as a new user as a subscriber in your WordPress site as well. But guys, the manual process of getting the new subscriber details from Mailchimp and manually adding that user as a subscriber in WordPress can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, we will see how you can automate this process. So in this automation, the trigger will be new subscriber being added in Mailchimp. An action will be adding the exact same subscriber with the same details as a user as a subscriber in your WordPress account. Now how you can set up this automation? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, this is my Mailchimp account. So I want that whenever a new subscriber is added, a new contact is added in my Mailchimp account, automatically that same user, that same subscriber should be added as a user or as a subscriber on my WordPress account, on my WordPress site as well. So here I've created this subscription form using Mailchimp. And whenever a user fills the form and submit it, they are added to my Mailchimp contact list. They are added as a subscriber over here. And to add those people in our WordPress as users or as subscribers, we have to connect these two applications. And we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is our automation and integration platform to make this connection. So here you can see that we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. And to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Now, after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Mailchimp to WordPress. And then just click on Create. Now you can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. Now the idea here is first we have to connect our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect so that every time a new subscriber, a new contact is added in Mailchimp, the same contact details should be also received inside Pabbly Connect workflow. And after that, using Pabbly Connect, we are going to send those same contact details to WordPress and add that user over here in our WordPress site. So let's see how it is done. Now here in Trigger window, in Choose App, search for Mailchimp. Just select it. And then in Trigger Event from the drop-down, select the trigger event as New Subscriber. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. And we are going to use this webhook URL to connect our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect and get the new subscriber details. And how it is done? You just have to follow the help text given below over here. Copy this webhook URL from here, go to your Mailchimp account dashboard. After coming to the dashboard, just go to your audience dashboard and then just go to all contacts. After coming to all contacts, here under settings, you can see a list of drop-downs or list of options over here in this drop-down. Out of all of this, select webhooks over here. After clicking on webhooks, here you can see you have reached to the webhook section of your Mailchimp account. Click on this create new webhook button. And then here we have to enter the callback URL, the webhook URL. So Pabbly Connect gave us the webhook URL. We just have to copy this webhook URL from here, go to Mailchimp and paste it over here. And after pasting this, here it is asking us what type of update should we send. So we want Mailchimp to send the details of the new subscribers. So here we are going to select subscribe and we are going to unselect all the other options over here. Then it is asking us only send updates when the change is made by a subscriber, by an account admin or via the API. So we are going to select all the three options. Like if the subscriber enters the details in the form and gets added, then in that case also we want to get the new subscriber details in Pabbly Connect. If the Mailchimp account admin adds a subscriber, in that case as well, we want to get the details inside Pabbly Connect. And if the subscriber is added by APIs, then in that case too, we want to get the subscriber details. So we are going to select subscribes over here and all the three options over here and click on save. And this is it guys. we have successfully added this webhook URL in our Mailchimp account, and our Mailchimp account is now get connected with Pabbly Connect. So here guys, you can see that in Pabbly Connect, you can see this option of recapture webhook response now. Just click on it and click on yes. And after clicking on it, it has now changed to waiting for webhook response. Now this means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some response, some data of a new subscriber being added in our Mailchimp account. So let's do this guys. What we are going to do, we are going to add a test subscriber, a dummy subscriber in our Mailchimp account. And we will see the details of that newly added subscriber in Mailchimp will be received inside our Pabbly Connect workflow. So here we have created this Mailchimp form, this subscriber form in Mailchimp, and let's enter the details of a new subscriber over here. For example, the name of the person is demo user. Then the email address is this. And then here it is the mobile number. So I'm just entering a test number, a dummy number over here. And let's enter the gender as well. Click on subscribe. So just now we have received a new form submission in this form which we have created using Mailchimp. And as we click on the subscribe, we will see a new subscriber will be added in our Mailchimp account. Now here guys, after subscribing it, here we will see in our Mailchimp account in our all contact section, this user will be added. And here you can see the same user, the demo user over here. And because we have connected our Mailchimp account with Pabbly Connect using the webhook URL, we will see the details of this same subscriber will be received inside Pabbly Connect as well. And yes guys, here you can see that in Pabbly Connect, we have received some response. And this response seems to be a very positive one to us. Here in this response, you can see all the details of the subscriber. The first name, last name, gender, mobile number, and the email address. So here you can see that the step 1 of setting up this automation is completed. We have successfully received new subscriber details from Mailchimp inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, let's move to step 2. And in step 2, using these same details, we want to add this person as a new subscriber as a user in our WordPress site. For that, just scroll down, come to our action window, and here in choose app, we have to search for WordPress. Just select it. After selecting WordPress, an action event from the drop down, select the action event as create a user. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here guys, we have to connect our WordPress account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we have to enter the username or email address of our WordPress account and the password. Basically the login credentials of our WordPress account. And also we have to enter the base URL of our WordPress account. Now here guys, you must be having the username and password of your WordPress login. But to get the base URL, what you have to do, you just have to log into your WordPress site. And after reaching to your WordPress site, here till WP3, you have to copy this exact same URL from the URL section. Just copy it from here and then just paste it over here. So this is the base URL of your WordPress site. And after pasting it and entering the username and password of your WordPress account, just click on save and our WordPress account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. Right now in this video, I'm just going to use the old existing connection which I have already created and click on save. But in this way, you can connect your WordPress account with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the email address. That the user which you want to add, which you want to create in WordPress, what is the email address of that user? So we have received the email address from Mailchimp. So whenever a new subscriber, a new contact is added in Mailchimp, in response, we are going to get the details. And in those details, you can see the email address as well. So what we have to do, we have to map this response of email of the subscriber over here in this field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field and in the drop down below, here you can see a list of all the responses which we have received from Mailchimp. And out of all of these responses, select the response of email and map it over here. After mapping the email, it is asking us username, that the user which we are creating, what will be the username of that particular person. So I want the email address to be the username of that particular person because the username of our account should be a unique ID and the email address of each and every user is a unique email address in itself. So that is why we are going to map email over here in username as well. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click here and from the drop down, you can map the email over here. If you want, you can map any other details like their phone number, a combination of their name, first name and last name, or name or email as well according to your requirement. After mapping the username, we also have to generate a password for that user as well. So in password, we want to mention the mobile number of that user which they have entered. So whatever mobile number the user has entered in this form while subscribing to our Mailchimp account or adding into a Mailchimp account, the same mobile number will be the password. Now, instead of this, if you want, you can add a common password for all the users or generate a unique one for each and every user. You can add anything as password over here. Then it is asking us first name. So just click here. From Mailchimp responses, select the response of first name and map it over here. Then from the drop down, map the last name over here in this last name field. And now here in field of name, we have to collectively map the first name and the last name. So from the drop down, let's select the response of first name and map it. Then just add a space and then from the drop down, map the last name as well. Then it is asking us nickname or description. So both of these fields are not mandatory, not required. So you can ignore these fields for now. And at last, it is asking us for the role. And in the drop down, here you can see a list of different roles over here. So out of all of this, I want to add this user. I want to give the role to this user as of a subscriber. So that's why we are going to select subscriber over here. And after mapping all the required details and selecting the role, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, here you can see that we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, the details of a user which we have mapped over here, is now added as a new user in our WordPress site. So let's check it, guys. We will go to our WordPress account and we will go to the users section. And we will see whether this user has been added or not in our WordPress site. Okay, so here we are on the users page of WordPress. And then, yes, guys, here you can see that just now today, here you can see that a new user has been added on our WordPress site with the same name, same email, and other details as well. So here, guys, you can see the same name of the person, demo user, the same email address over here, the public name, and all the details over here. This means the automation workflow which we have created using Pabbly Connect is working perfectly fine. And using this automation, whenever a new subscriber will be added in our Mailchimp account, automatically the same user will be added in our WordPress account as well with the same details. Now here, guys, after setting up this automation, let's test this automation workflow once in real time. So once again, we'll get back to our Mailchimp form which we have created of adding a new subscriber, and we are going to make another test submission over here. So let me just enter the details over here. Let me paste the form link. Okay, here it is. Sign up forms. And here is the form link. Let me just copy it from here, go to a new tab and paste it over here. And here we are going to enter the details of a new user. For example, the name of the user is test user. This is the email address. And then this is the mobile number. Gender is, for example, female. And click on subscribe. So just now we have entered the details of a new user in this form in our Mailchimp account. And we will see our Mailchimp account. In our Mailchimp account, a new user will be added. So we'll go to all contacts and this user will be added in our Mailchimp account as a new subscriber, as a new contact, as you can see over here. And we will see as we get this new user, a new subscriber in Mailchimp, instantly, automatically, the same user will be added in WordPress as well. So once again, we'll go to a WordPress account and here, guys, we'll search for the same user with the same email address. So let's search for it. And click on search user. And yes, guys, here you can see that just now the same user has been added in our WordPress account as well. You can see the same name, test user, the same email address, and the same role. And the date and time is also the exact same date and time at which we have submitted this form over here in Mailchimp. That user was added as a subscriber in Mailchimp over here. This means we have tested this automation workflow in real time and it is working absolutely fine. So not just these applications, you can connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And one more important thing, you will find the clone link of the same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone the same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free. Also, let me tell you, Pabbly Connect offers you a free plan. And in this plan, you will get some free tasks every month into your own Pabbly Connect account. So if you want to try and test this automation, you can do it for absolutely.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.